Hey guys, it's Raidon again. I'm doing my catch-up videos, so I just like white it out. Like I'm not white enough already. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, I purposely did this one separate because it's basically my coming out story, and it's not a lot longer, but I didn't want to take that chance. the My coming out. I don't know if they're talking about just trans or whatever, but I'm going to start back in the beginning when I first came out as liking girls in the first place. I was 16 years old. I had a boyfriend. We had been dating for 4 years, on and off. Nothing ever really happened. He didn't get very far, so I'm sure that was very disappointing for him. Um, but I, for the first time, felt like I really had a best friend. And it was a girl on my softball team, and I felt comfortable enough to come out to her after we were hanging out one night, and she was pretty supportive about it, and it actually helped me a lot. After I talked to her, I think my mom was second, and I didn't really think she'd have that big of a problem with, I was coming out as, at the time, kind of bi, because, I mean, I knew I liked girls, I knew I didn't really like guys, but I wasn't sure that I didn't like guys. I don't know, I just kind of going with the flow. Whatever. So I told my mom, and I knew she wouldn't have a problem with it. My uncle's gay, my biological father's gay. So I wasn't really too worried about that. Plus, she told me she knew I was gay because when I was little, I told her that boys were only good for one thing, and that was playing sports. So apparently, that's a huge hint. Uh, so she was cool with it. My dad, I guess, I mean, he still loves me, but he still to this day thinks I'm going through a phase. So I told mom he should have told him, told him that it was a phase, and now I want to be a boy. Yay! All right, I thought it was funny. I told my cousin Josh. I think one of the next people I told. Then I started telling a couple of my friends. Started telling a couple of people at work. Told one girl at work, and then she just told everybody else in the world. So, I mean, it was just kind of what I wanted to happen, honestly. Like, I don't care if people know. Sometimes it's just annoying having to say it, like, over and over and over again. Like, you basically have to come out every day for the rest of your life. And then by the end of my senior year, I was out to my high school. I had a girlfriend who kind of fucked me over, but whatever. We live, we learn. And uh, I didn't really think too much of it. You know, I was just a masculine girl. I was just a dyke with long hair. I still had long hair. Um, and then when I kind of started going to bounce a little bit more after I turned 18, I kind of started thinking, this kind of isn't enough for me. I I feel like I'm I don't know, the way I dressed, it didn't fit me. Like, I didn't like it. I didn't like the way I looked. So I cut my hair, and I liked it. Like, I liked having shorter hair. It just seemed to suit me a lot better. So I cut it a little bit shorter. I started wearing a binder because the flatter I could have my chest, like the more masculine I could make it look, the more I was comfortable with how I looked. And, still today. So then, about a year and a half ago, I started going to bounce more on Wednesdays. Actually, it's probably about 2 years ago. And I started learning more about drag and all that other stuff. And it was a little over a year ago I started doing drag. It was probably about a year and a half ago I started doing drag. And that's really when I started coming out as trans, too. So, I came out to my school first, and, people I knew at Bounce, and obviously that support really, really helped and made me a lot more comfortable with it. so that I was able to tell my mom. And she is kind of like, she's supportive. Sometimes she has her moments where, sometimes she worries or she doesn't think she can handle it, but ultimately, like, she's my biggest support system right now, other than my friends who are slowly but surely getting getting used to using male pronouns and stuff, or just using my name instead of saying he or she. She, he. Damn it, RJ. So, I mean, it's going good. I have my meeting with gender team also tomorrow, actually, tomorrow early afternoon. So I'm pretty excited about that. So hopefully I'll be able to start my hormone therapy soon. And then I'm gonna talk like this. Not really, but it's a big step that I'm glad that I'm at that point now. Like, I feel like I've been waiting forever, even though I know I haven't. I still haven't told my dad, and I'm pretty sure my grandparents know. My aunt knows because my mom told her. The only thing I was really worried about with my aunt is I because it was her son whose name I took, like as my middle name is Joshua, um, that passed away. So I was a little bit worried about that, but I did talk to her about it, and she's like, I thought that was really cool. So that meant a lot to me. Um, so, um, so yeah, I mean, I'm still working on telling my dad and stuff. My grandparents, I am gonna tell soon. I'm gonna tell them both in the next month or so, before any real changes start to take place, which I know won't be for a while yet, but I'd like to give them time to get used to it as well, and I know that that'll take a while. So yeah, and I'll keep you guys updated as I go through that too. So yeah, that's my coming out story. It's fascinating, I know. Don't be jealous. Basically, I haven't had any negative experiences. Everybody's pretty cool with it. So, yeah. I will see you guys later.